Hi, my name's Frank. Welcome back to our Let's Get to It Home Tips and Tricks series. Just wanted you to see what a sparkling clear pool this was. I'm going to show you why in just a few minutes. And it stays this way all the time. There's no chlorine, no salt here. So I'm going to show you the secret that made my life happy to have a pool. So stay tuned. Today we're going to be talking about a swimming pool ionizer. This will make you, if you own a swimming pool, this is going to make your life so much simpler. You just won't hardly believe it. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Okay guys, this is what I wanted to show you. This is a typical pool pump setup. Got a DE filter, little backwash valves, two motors, one for the pool pump and one for the Polaris sweeper that sweeps around, and you can see all the typical lines here. Now what I wanted to show you today is this outfit right here. This is called a swimming pool ionizer. This is on the line going back to the pool, so you can the water comes by this all the way back. What this has in it is copper electrodes, and it puts a small electrical charge to it, which comes from this wire here coming off of it over to a control panel, which is right here. And you can see it has a rheostat on it that's adjustable to depending on what your pool is doing. So it's going to sound too simple to work. I've had mine on about 17 years now, maybe 18. First 2 years I had a pool that was here when we bought the house. Every time I turned my back it would turn green or chemicals would get all out of whack. I had a cousin, George, told me about this and showed me one, and his pool was always sparkling clean. I went and ordered one immediately, put it on, and my life has been so much simpler. This has done away with 90 to maybe 95% of the chemicals I have to use in the pool each year. I don't put any chlorine in it. Have little 1 pound bags of shock, and at the end of this video I'll show you what they look like. And I put a couple of them in there every week or two, or if I have a bunch of kids over I'll put a couple of them when they leave. And they say they don't pee in the pool, but I know they do. So this is so simple, and what it does is the water comes back through the going back to the pool. This control panel over here puts a small electrical charge to DC charge to those electrodes in there, and it picks up tiny particles of copper as it goes back to the pool, and that kills the bacteria. This is something that the space agency came up with to repurify the water in space stations and stuff. So, and of course a lot of things that trickle down to private industry, but they use silver in there. Silver or copper, either one will kill the bacteria. We would never be able to afford one if it had silver in it, so we use the copper. It has little copper test strips that you test the amount of copper ions in the pool, just like you do chlorine, and I'll also show you those at end of this video. But I'm going to show you what this looks like. It's just this cylinder, just like this right here, just a open cylinder both ways, and it's clear when it's new, and then it gets kind of dirtied up in there. And what's inside of it is these copper electrodes, just like this. It's down in there, just like this. As the water goes by these, it picks up tiny particles of this copper. This is one that's wore out about every 3 to 4 years, depending on your pool. These will start to wear out. The way you can tell they're wore out is when you have to start turning your little rheostat control panel I just showed you all the way up, then you'll know it's time to change it here. So, but it's just that simple. Just sits there and works, takes care of life for you. It's a wonderful, wonderful outfit. What was here before was this outfit here, which is think they call it a chlorinator, and I've got it upside down, but it goes in line like that, and you take the cap off and you put the little chlorine pellets inside there, and then as water comes by, you know, through the pipe going back, it kills, it picks up the chlorine and chlorines your poo. When I took this out, just to let you know ahead of time, these screw-on fittings that are on this thing are Hayward. Hayward and other pool companies have their own size fittings that will not fit anything else standard. So what I did, I cut that out, added a little bit of piece of pipe here, got some fittings from Home Depot or Lowe's to where I could screw them on. If I need to take this off, I can just screw these off, take it off. The only thing I do, I just drain the water out of it every year, and you know, when I shut the pool down. This is all shut down for the winter right now, but this will make your life so much easier. Like I say, if I hadn't have seen it working, I wouldn't believe it. And I showed you the video at the beginning of the pool, of my swimming pool, and it looks like that all the time. We can go out of town for a week or 2 weeks at a time, come back, and most of the time it'll look just exactly like that. The only exception is a few years ago, everybody had trouble with some algae. They call it a mustard algae, and I had to add some chlorine to help it out that time. But other than that, it just sits here and runs, takes care of itself. Anytime the grandkids call, I want to know if they can come get in the pool, I just tell them, y'all come on, because I know it's always ready. Before, I had to go out there and shock it, test it, shock it again, test it, you know, wait and wait. Spend half a day wait, you know, and then waiting a half a day to get in the pool, so, or longer. So this will make your life easier, make your family a lot happier. You won't have that chlorine smell. It'll make your pool liner last longer because the chlorine eats it up. So, so get you one of these. The pool places do not sell them because they make their money off of chemicals and pool maintenance. So if you're not buying any chemicals or pool maintenance, they would put themselves out of business selling them. They know about them, but they don't sell them, so you have to go online and order them. Just go on Google and search swimming pool ionizer, and you'll get a lot of information on it, and you also get a site where you can order them. This one, when I put it in, it was about $400. The replacement cartridge is about $200. So that's, you know, initial $400, and then another $200 every 3 or 4 years. Once in a while they have them on sale. They had them on sale a couple of years ago for the whole thing for $200. So check it out. Just go again, like Google, search for swimming pool ionizer. I'm going to show you one more thing about the control panel right here. This is the plug to it. This is where it plugs in up here. And the only other thing I did on this plug, I ran this plug off of my pool timer right here. So when the pump cuts off, it cuts the ionizer off, so it's not sitting there idle with no water going through it at a time. But that was pretty simple hookup there. If you're not, you know, not comfortable with electricity, just get an electrician to run it for you. And and I've got my pipes wrapped with insulation and a heat strip in it, and that's what this is. In the wintertime, I plug the heat strip in there. So, and I bypass the timer when I do that. So, just wanted you to see that. So you'll know you need to just run your extra plug so you can plug it in so it'll cut off and on. These are the other couple items I want to show you. This is pool test strips, just like you would have for chlorine pool, and these come with your ionizer when you buy it. You can of course order more as you use these up. They work similar, just like the this is your little strip, just like the pool, you know, chlorine strips do. You just dip it in the water, push it around a little bit, take it back out, sling the water off of it, and then you carry it around to the back here, and you compare the levels here to our chart here, and it'll tell you okay or low or high. So you'll need to, you know, kind of know where you need to put your little rheostat control. It also tests the alkalinity, also tests the pH for you. So they're pretty handy, but it's real simple. The other item I had here, this is the bags. I tell you, put a couple of these in there about every 2 weeks, week to 2 weeks. Put a couple of them in there, or if I have a lot of kids over, put a couple in there when they leave. You see the ingredients here. It does say it has available chlorine. I don't know what that available means, but because it's got the ingredients up here, which equals 100%. So it does have a little bit of chlorine in it, but you will never smell it. You won't know it's there. And like I say, every time you put that in a huge swimming pool, that's not much. You can see these. We get these at Sam's. Usually buy a box of them of 24. This year, I think they were $64. They went up some from last year. Of course, every year they go up a little bit, like everything else. So, but these other things I want to tell you. So, go online and, like I say, Google swimming pool ionizer, and you'll see information on them. You'll see where to get it at. So enjoy it. It'll make your pool so much nicer to be in, and it'll make your life so much easier because of the low maintenance and the low cost of keeping it up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel so you can get the rest of our videos. We've already got a bunch of videos on and a lot more coming for a lot of tips and tricks, things around your house to help you enjoy your house and help you keep it up. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.